up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Final Fantasy VII playthrough. I think we're at part 19 or 18 now, I'm not sure. Anyway, we are going on a mission now over to Nibelheim. It's going to be a pretty lengthy part, I think. Of course you're coming, Red. Why wouldn't you come now? Red left us at the end of the last session briefly, which made us think that he wasn't joining us, but looks like he is in fact joining us. I am gonna make sure that I get him on board, so come back whenever you need my knowledge. Fantastic. Good to know, Mr. Whatever your name is. Do we have access to this again, or no? Ooh, yes we do. So, the buggy does work. Now that we're done with Cosmo Canyon, there's no reason whatsoever for you to fret if it breaks down outside. Great. We're going to go ahead and switch out Eris then for... Yeah, that should be easy enough. Switch out Eris for Red 13, because Red 13 is currently our summoner, per se. So he's got all of our summons there, which is probably not the best way in the world to actually set up our materia, but it's what we're going with at the moment. I'm going to try to push through this part pretty quickly. Reason being, I'm squeezing this part in right before I go to work, so sorry in advance, everybody, that this might be a short part. It might be a longer part. I don't know. It just depends on when my phone buzzes in a little bit. But I'll do my best to get everything in. I'll do my best to stop at a reasonable part to stop as well. Anyway, this is going to be pretty story-driven, I think. I'm going to get out my guide here and make sure that what I'm thinking I'm about to do is what I'm actually about to do. But I think we're in good shape. Yeah, we got a lot of story elements happening here. The goal is to make it through Nibelheim and the Shinra Mansion in this part. We're going to make it all the way through to fight Lost Number and to fight... and then we'll stop right before we reach Mount Nibel, I think. Mount Nibel. Yeah, Mount Nibel. We'll stop right before we reach there, just to make sure we make it through in a decent time frame for this video. To give you something worth watching, hopefully. So anyway, we are making our way over to Nibelheim right now. I have no idea where to find Nibelheim compared to where I am right now, so it might take me a minute to locate it. But it shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Great, okay. Let's try to find the town of Nibelheim. Nibelheim. Heim Nibel. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Goodbye. Oh, we can't escape this battle. Fantastic. We'll just go ahead and do the attack there. So it looks like your first attack lands. I don't know. I actually don't know with the script of these guys is why sometimes they retreat into their shell, sometimes they don't. But anyway, it wasn't that hard a battle anyway. It wasn't that hard a fight. Great. Moving along. I think there's a path through here somewhere that takes us down. Maybe we just gotta go this way. Yeah, that looks more like it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have found the town of Nibelheim, which we've actually been to once before, but we haven't actually been there as present day. We had it as a flashback earlier when we had flashbacks with Sephiroth and flashbacks with some soldiers and clouds. There's a dragon that Sephiroth made short work of that we're going to make short work of here in a few minutes too. But I don't think we're quite as powerful as Sephiroth was in the in that flashback. Fantastic. I don't think we can enter from the doggy buggy, can we? Nope, we gotta exit. Great, so this is the town of Nibelheim. We've been here at least once before with in a flashback dream sequence earlier, but Nibelheim should have been burnt down, and nothing here appears to be destroyed, so what could possibly be going on? Okay, so we're actually going to start right over here and work our way completely around. And if not careful, this will actually scare the bejesus out of you. Reunion. So despite the fact that some of these guys look pretty menacing and their hoods and things, they'll actually help you out by giving you like luck sources. Looks like we have 2 luck sources to get: a turbo ether, a platinum fist, and an elixir. At various places around Nibelheim here. Again, all this stuff was destroyed in a previous episode, so how it's still standing, we actually do not know. Fist, which, if I'm not mistaken, a platinum fist is a weapon for Tifa. Yes, with double materia growth. Fantastic. That's exactly what we need. The downside is nothing's linked with it, which is kind of a problem. That's okay. We'll just mess with our that's okay. Oh, we don't need elemental. We need all though. It doesn't matter, these are both level 3s. Okay, cool. So we restore all still. The Platinum Fist does have double growth, so we want to make sure that we have double, make sure we have appropriate. Yeah, good. That should be fine. Those are all growing. Good. Okay, I think we're okay then. Great. Periodic report of Professor Hojo. Clone activity report. Unfortunately, no clones have left this town this quarter. As previously reported, the clones seem to be sensing something, but all they say is reunion or Sephiroth and show no other signs of activity. Confidentiality report. A total of 8 people have visited this town this quarter. Fortunately, none knew about the incident 5 years ago. Therefore, no one knows the town was restored exactly as it was 5 years ago. Our staff, disguised as townspeople, have improved their acting skills, but we do not report any problems at this time. That is all. So we have clone activity happening. These are like clones up here, but they don't appear to be doing very well. Something seems to be going wrong with how the clones are programmed, but apparently there are still people around Nibelheim, and they are actually paid actors. Let's see if I can remember it. I'll go for it. Whatever, not worried about it. I think there's a secret there with Tifa. If you play the right melody, you get another flashback or something. It's not that important. So there's our turbo ether. Great. I want to hear your story, you liar. I lived in this house until I was 14. No, but this town was burned down. You're sick saying such things. Get out of here. You're lying. We know you're lying. Well, anyway. There's our elixir. Great. I think there's all the items around here. Oh wait, there's one more. I was here until I was 14. I don't remember you. It's not nice to lie. You know, I wonder what kind of corporate games the Shinra Corporation is playing with these people to make them lie this way all this time, you know? I just wonder what's actually going on in Luxor's. Great. What the hell is going on? I was born and raised in this town. You're lying. And of course, we've been here before. We've seen all this stuff before, but something here just isn't adding up, and it probably has something to do with all the clones that are around and these paid actor people who aren't real people, who are people but aren't who they claim to be. Despite the creepiness here, we're actually going to go ahead and take a nap. I don't know if I'd be able to take a nap, quite honestly, in the in this creepy clone town, but apparently you can. Apparently it's a thing. Just give me a second here. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much. Sorry about that. I had to get to my phone real quick. I'm expecting a call soon, so we'll see what's gonna happen here. Sephiroth is calling. Sephiroth is calling. The great Sephiroth is near. All right, and now we're moving into one of the more memorable parts of the game, one of the harder parts of the game. This is the Shinra Mansion. Infinitely more ominous than it was the last time we were here. There are random encounters throughout the entire building and a lot of secrets to get through. Luckily, it's not a physical puzzle, so we don't have to worry about rooms switching around on us. And we should be able to make it through pretty quickly, I hope. I don't want to make a false promise, though. There's always a possibility that we might end up getting hung up on a puzzle or something. So we'll move forward here. Put him in the basement if you want to find him. Search the area. But this is merely a game I thought of. It is not necessary for you to participate if you don't want to. Read it. Move the dial on the safe carefully but quickly. You have 20 seconds. You cannot go past the numbers while turning. The 4 hints for the numbers are the lid of the box with the most oxygen. And we have to sit through this again. Behind the ivories, short of T and Ray. The creak in the floor near the chair on the second floor. Then to the left, 5 steps, up 9 steps, left 2 steps, and up 6 steps. And we have one more, ladies and gentlemen. This is one that, if you're not careful, you will miss it. There seems to be another little letter. Read it. Move the safe carefully. You get number 2. The 4 hints for the numbers are the 4 hints, but there's only 3 listed here, unless you go down one more, which is written in invisible ink. Dial 4 is right 97. Right 97. Alright, so we had a bunch of hints there. They were, I wrote them down here, or I have them written down here. Look for the lid of the box with the most oxygen. Behind the ivory short of T and Ray. The creak of the floor near the chair on the second floor. Then up to the left. Then to the left, 5 steps. Up 9 steps. Left 2 steps. And up 6 steps. So there's a whole lot to do here. One of the biggest things we need to do first, though, is actually get an enemy skill. There's an enemy skill up on the second floor that, anywhere really, we need to acquire, which could take some time, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a tricky one because we can't manipulate to get it. I'll do my best to get it as quickly as possible. I might have to end this session a little bit early just in case, but we will do the best we can do. Enemy skills. Yes, we have enemy skill 1 there. And do we have the other enemy skill? Yes, we do. Great. Okay, sorry guys, again, phone delay, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and run around for a few minutes here. Left 10, great. So the clue here is behind the ivory short of T and Ray. So the ivory is referring to the piano right here. I actually don't understand the rest of the clue, but you can see something written there. Great, our first random encounter. Finally, I was beginning to get creeped out by the fact that there wasn't any random encounters. This is our pendulum guy. He is a pendulum guy. I don't know what else to call him. Let's see. Beta on... Oh, this is all comments, so... Whatever. We'll figure out what he's called in a minute. The Gyro Felgo. kind of an interesting guy to attack. If you do enough damage to him, he'll actually fall off of his pendulum, which is kind of weird, but kind of cool too. Also, I'm not sure why we're not doing any damage at all right now. We should be doing substantially more than a few hundred points of damage, especially with Data, but maybe that's just because he has a pretty high defense stat. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't remember his name, the Beagle Flagel, is no more. Great. Man, the music is so ominous here. It's like a heartbeat. Cool. This is the Twin Viper. The Twin Viper is a weapon. It's a gun type weapon that we can't use at the moment, but maybe we'll be able to use it soon with another character that we may or may not meet. May or may not meet very soon. Now the silver microphone, of course, that's a weapon for Ketchi. Okay, these guys are nothing to really be worried about. They're pretty straightforward, but they do have a pretty high evasion stat, and they will like to silence play silence on you, which renders your summons and magic useless. So not that much to worry about with these guys. They have pretty low HP. I'm not sure why Cloud is missing as much as he is. I wonder if he has some kind of stat that I'm not aware of. Maybe he's got like Death Blow or I'm not sure exactly. Let's see. Steal, restore, manipulate enemy skill. Increases HP capacity. What is this nonsense? Okay, maybe long range. Oh, maybe long range anyway. Why not? Alright, well, there's nothing immediately obvious as to why Cloud is missing like he is, so maybe that will change soon. Okay, great. There's literally no reason for that hallway whatsoever. It just exists. Goodbye. Maybe they just had a strength to fire. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway. Moving forward. We will go this way this time. Great. Now we're not going to go up into this room yet because there's a safe in there that we're not ready to open yet because we don't have the key. Oh, yikes, you again, pal. It's an interesting enemy to have in this area, isn't it? It's not really a ghost kind of guy. He's just kind of I guess he's kind of on a pendulum, so it's kind of he's kind of trapped. Ooh! Critical hit. That was nice. Kind of a weird enemy to have in this area, but I guess what are you gonna do? So they needed someone other than some ghosts and the enemy we're gonna face in a minute. Great, so this is our next item here, the enemy launcher. But it's not the only thing that we're looking for. Something written on the back of the lid. That's 1 right 36. 1 right 36. The clue for this one is look for the lid of the box with the most oxygen. Kind of a lame clue, to be honest. It's basically trying to tell you all the plants in here produce oxygen, so there's a lot more. So there's more oxygen in the room, per se. And nope, not who we're interested in. But I'll go ahead and take them out anyway, just because I can. Those are mystical mirrors, mystical magic mirrors. don't really know what they do, if they matter at all. They're not terribly difficult opponents, so they should go down pretty straightforward, pretty simply. But they're not the enemies we're looking for. When I find the enemy we're looking for, I'll make sure to point them out to you. We want to get an enemy skill while we're here, because it's just going to make sense and it's going to be easier. I think this is the only place we can get it, actually. And it's the easiest place to get it because none of the enemies here are really all that challenging. Except for the boss that we're going to fight in a few minutes. Now, the boss is a pain. If I'm not mistaken, somewhere around here is... I'm not gonna bother with these guys. I don't feel like messing with them. We can go up in here, and this is the room we were in earlier with Sephiroth. We can go down now, but we're not going to yet. And there's a magic source, ladies and gentlemen. So we've received all of the items we can get here, with the exception of one big one. Oh, this is exactly what we're looking for. Perfect. We want these guys to use that attack on Cloud and Aeris. Be nice if they would just use it sometime soon. Now you'll see how they are. Watch. I'll attack one of these guys, and you'll see that the oh well, that works. You'll see the scales will actually tip. When they tip, that means that he's now immune to physical attacks, and you can only damage him with magic, or vice versa. So paying attention to where they are. So to the right is magic. To the left, right means attack magic. Left means attack with physical attacks. Because if we try to do a physical attack on him right now, or a magic attack on this guy, it should come back with a 0, or with a reduced attack. Yeah, 0. Let's throw a big guard up too, just because we can. And I don't think we can manipulate them either. I think it just can't manipulate or miss. Or, yeah, couldn't manipulate. Perfect. So we got their enemy skill. Should have been just learned. Perfect. Now we're trying to get him to do it one more time, but this time on Cloud. And yes, perfect. We now have all of them. Guys, that can take a really long time. A really long time. I'm glad I got it on the first try here. That's perfect. Great. That saves us a whole lot of time and energy. I am excited about that. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Let's just run away from this battle and deal with these things right now. Oh, I guess you still have to finish the battle, huh? Okay. Well, I'm not sure how to activate it, but the next clue is written right around here. Oh, there it is. Right, 59. There's a creaky floorboard somewhere near here, and you just follow the footsteps to get to it, which would be what was it? Creak on the floor to the second floor, then up to the left 5 steps, to the right, up, then to the left 5 steps, up 9 steps, left 2 steps, and up 6 steps. We'll bring you to this exact location. Great. So, do you remember all 4 of those numbers? Great, because I sure as heck don't. No, the 4 numbers are 36, 10, 59, and 97. 36, 10, 59, and 97. 36, 10, 59, and 97. I'm saying that for me at this point, too. Okay, so... great. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we can bounce right over here, go up here, and there's this safe. The goal is to open this safe with that combination, 36, 10, 59, 97, and as we learned earlier, the combination is right, left, right, right. I was a drummer for the longest time, so I can remember this as paradiddle. RLRR is right, left, right, right. You can just remember however you feel like remembering it. Right, left, right, right. Right 36, left 10, right 59, right 97. Okay? Great. And we only have about 20 seconds to enter it, I think. So actually, yeah. Run away. I don't feel like dealing with you guys right now. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, it's halfway killed now. It's fine. Goodbye, okay. Alright, let's not open it yet. Let's go ahead and heal everybody up first. Just make sure everyone's got plenty of MP for the upcoming battle. Alright. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to open up the safe and then defeat whatever's lurking inside. Open the safe. So right 36. Got it. Left 10. This is a pain in the butt on Steam. Great. Okay. Right 59. And right 97. Okay. Right 36. Ah, dang it. Left 10, right 59, 2, 3, right 97. Got it. That's harder than it looks, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, that's a much more difficult task than you think it is. Especially on Steam, where it's very sensitive. But anyway, we now have a boss battle, which is probably one of the hardest boss battles in the game. We have this two-faced thing called Lost Number, and the first thing we're gonna do is establish Big Guard, because this guy freaking hurts. Alright, I wonder if I happen to have I don't have any bio attached, that's no problem. Great, so we will go ahead and start destroying this guy. We want to do as much damage as we possibly can, wherever we can. Choco Mog is a great summon for this guy, according to the video game guide here. I don't really think it actually matters that much, but we'll see. Once you get him below a certain HP, half of him will actually go away. And you kind of want the half that's easier to kill. And I'll show you what happens when we get there. So 209, that's after Big Guard, ladies and gentlemen. So, a pretty tough, he's a pretty tough guy. Like, that's about, what, 1,000 points of damage or so, normally. If there's an easier way to beat this guy, I'm actually not too certain of it. But okay, we have the red guy. I think that's good. Because then, I mean, we don't really do what, physical damage to him? Is that what it does? Let's see. Yeah, so he's only going to do powerful magic attacks. He's not going to do physical attacks, which is actually a much easier way to go about taking on this guy. I'm going to pause it real quick just to make sure I'm not missing any steals. No. Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and just hit it with physical attacks until this guy is not a problem anymore. There it is, cool. So I just breezed right through him there. This guy is really tough if you're not prepared. Or if you go the other way, if you get the purple guy at the end instead of the red guy, he does some really hard-hitting physical attacks. So definitely want to make sure that you are prepared for this battle here. What we just got were two important items. The first one was a basement key, and the second one is actually the Odin materia. Let's take a look at Odin real quick. We'll show off all these summons here in a minute. Odin is a summon, and he is really powerful. He is really strong. A really, really good one to summon when you're in a pinch. I don't think it's elemental. Yeah, non-elemental damage. So he should be able to do a lot of damage to everybody. Great. So now that we've gone this far, we're going to go back over here into Sephiroth's lair, go downstairs and see what's going on here. I don't have time for you guys again. I'm sorry. Goodbye. I don't feel like dealing with you. Great. And just like before, there's this secret passageway leading into the bottom of the Shinra mansion. Great. And just like before, we have... I don't want to go this way yet. Oh yeah, I do. We have all these bones everywhere, creepily so. Yeah, I don't want to show it off this time, but there's an enemy around here called Yin and Yang, who is a really notorious villain in Final Fantasy VII. Great, okay. Now, just like before, just like recruiting Yuffie, we have a very specific set of instructions here that we have to abide by, otherwise we will lose access to this character forever. I think this is kind of cool. Actually, if you listen here, you can actually hear Vincent's theme, which is unique to the character of Vincent. You'll only get it when you're talking to Vincent or when Vincent's around. And it's very, very luminous. Notice how we don't have a battle theme right now. We just have the battle sound effects, and we have Vincent's theme music here playing, which is a very creepy piano. Very creepy piano theme. We'll try to get the volume here set appropriately so you can hear it. To wake me from the nightmare. Who is it? Well, you don't look very dead at all. A nightmare. My sleep has given me time to atone. What are you saying? I have nothing to say to strangers. Get out! The mansion is the beginning of your nightmare. You can say that again. Very important, we want to talk about Sephiroth. If you don't say a thing, he will no longer come out of his slumber again. So, we want to make sure we talk about Sephiroth. So now Cloud is going to tell Vincent everything we know about Sephiroth so far, and that's how it was. So Sephiroth knows he was created 5 years ago. And about the Jenova project? He was missing, but has just recently reappeared. He has taken many lives and is seeking the promised land. Well, now it's your turn. Sorry, I cannot speak. Is yet another sin for me. My nightmare shall come to me. More nightmares shall come to me now than I previously had. Now, please leave. We're not gonna leave. Who are you? And this is Vincent, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new character, a powerful character at that, a really fun character, and an optional character. One who you could miss, theoretically, if you wanted to. I like Vincent, so we're going to keep his name Vincent, and that's it. Lucretia, the woman who gave birth to Sephiroth. Who gave birth? Wasn't Jenova Sephiroth's mother? That isn't completely wrong, but just a theory. He was born from a beautiful lady, and that lady was Lucretia. She was an assistant to Professor Gast of the Jenova Project. Beautiful Lucretia. A human experiment. There was no way to cancel the experiment. I couldn't stop her. That was my sin. See if we have the enemy now. Yes, this is Yin and Yang. A very creepy enemy. We're just gonna kind of take care of him. I don't think there's much to worry. I don't think he's very... Yeah, he's kind of powerful, but he's not anything to be too worried about. I don't think. Great. So Yang will go from excited to happier, and eventually he will move into like a self-destruct sequence if you don't kill him fast enough. So you really want to make sure that you take him down as quickly as possible. What drives me the most nuts about this enemy, about Yin and Yang, is how long it takes the freaking animation to decide whether or not he's going to be happy or excited or what. So hey, we killed him. I'm never going to deal with him again, but I've proven to you that I can do it without having him trigger his self-destruct sequence. Great, so we'll head out this way. Vincent will wait. Lucretia. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new party member. This is Vincent, a former Turk. You know, he's on level 42, the average of our levels so far, which is very nice. Then we're going to stick with the party we have, though. Nothing else to find up there. And we are back in the library, ladies and gentlemen. And who is that? It's Sephiroth. If you wish to follow, or wish to know, then follow. I always thought that was funny, how he just straight throws materia at him. Anyway, that's a nice materia to have. I'll take it. Thank you, Mr. Sephiroth. That is the destruct materia, which is gravity-based damage, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure, though. Just to see. Oh, no, gravity is gravity-based materia. Oh, destruct is the dispel kind of thing. Which is great for when enemies decide to put up things like frickin', you know, reflect and all that nonsense. Anyway, we're not going to worry about it right now, but let's go ahead and do some exploring. Escapee report number 4. Other. D's whereabouts is currently unknown, but pursuit is unnecessary due to his diminishing consciousness, awaiting further instructions. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to go out yet. Escapee report number 2. Description: at the time of capture, former member of soldier number, no effect could be detected from either Mega radiation therapy or Genova on him. Regular number. Reaction to Genova detected. Shot for resisting. Escaped during A's resistance. Okay. Nothing to worry about here, ladies and gentlemen. Just some extra backstory. You're more than welcome to, on your playthrough, read all of it. To be honest with you, I don't have the patience to begin reading all that nonsense. So I'm going to call this a success, ladies and gentlemen. We made it through the Shinra Mansion, which terrified me when I watched my brother play this years and years ago. I don't know why this is such a creepy place, but it is. And I really wish I had a better idea as to why there are skeletons and evil things in the frickin' in the basement, and why there are ghosts there. But I guess those are all questions answered in the Dirge of Cerberus game that was released, I guess, what was it, 2014? Maybe later? A long time ago. Anyway, that followed Vincent exactly as the protagonist, and described who he was and what his role is in all of this. I actually have no idea. I've never played the game Dirge of Cerberus, so I actually have no idea what kind of role he actually had, what kind of role Vincent actually plays in this overarching narrative. But I'm sure it's very compelling. I'm sure it's very interesting. I've just never experienced it myself. Anyway, we are leaving Shinra Mansion for good. Probably not for good. I don't know if we'll go back there or not, but there's really no reason to go back again. I'll have to go ahead and select to show all of the different paths we can take, the different routes we can go. I'm going to go ahead and jump back out to the world map here, and I'm going to save. One more time, just to be obsessive about this kind of thing. Alright, thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of this part of our run-through of Final Fantasy VII. Have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the description down below. Appreciate all of your time, your effort, your energy. I will see you next time. Peace!